Assalamu alaikum badingolu mele alonko wala be kamaraba official jibe kanyin tembolna kalu konton Gambia diya kan kalu konton kalu congratulate aning kuma kandimul mul demandin soton sina so funtindi nar kan sain teng be montro jube kan Tata Tarako today already we clock into 26 January 2022 and manya nani update o kelanu bi ni suto a nyanta ni update o kelanu sama somandala adu mbita kelanu damen wolon Gambian kol kanjina ku jamala nyanta tala update o nyinkela at Stin Corner to remember or to commemorate that day luminna ntata Adama Barrow nyininka ala sanji sabola signing kola serum ala yakin hakilo blara watu munna ntara nunje ma video sutundi funtindi to remember or to commemorate that day me ya tinna ntata mile 2 kono bari me ya tinna sama ntitano je someone who taught me, an uncle, this evening passed away. Then ngaji ko adin samalam nyantala kolu topatola and samalem we should do everything to arrange funerals. And he is special into my life. He contributed immensely to the little English that I can speak or write. He was a headmaster. By the time I was with him at Damfakunda, it was from him I passed my common entrance. There then, I continue my education to secondary school, then to higher school. He is someone in my life. So Ukamala, and tomorrow will be the funeral arrangement or the funeral. That is why I cannot go to Stin Corner to celebrate myself for questioning Adama Barrow. 2019, January 26, which landed me into Mile 2 Central Prison. Last year I did it, and the same way I want to do it this year. But coming out from Nyamendrong, I am vindicated for questioning Adama Barrow. On that fateful day, Nganyininka Minna, e Gambia nakara kan e banko nakara kan ya fasani ferolula fo anatata nino lungoti Gambian kolu ye mirandi wara ye sondi fenna fo dol ka fe ko sanji lulo manjamfa sanji fulale tutaje yen kumandi bandiolula yen kumandi criminalolula yen kumandi molla mele alon ko may banko kanu wol man la fi banko la nyaato tala yen befo ntele male pare hani ntel wilitanu kalo nyin gambe nyin ntel wilitanu kalo nanyu flako le fe ka defend ka daji ka di mola Mia lonko Gambian kolbe hakili nyima sotola karana walela ba mbengano kambuda saroro la mararo kono sojaro le bankota men nata bankota men la Gambian kolu kan mbenga jele mo jamale tiñato kono mo jamale fato kono mo jamale wudayto kono mo damale kasarato kono bankola fankolu tiñata wo kono ana ñon jama mi alon ko keta natana kafu ñoma ko ali nga falindirke wo keñalula manna bereta ka keleke nganna berke solleta nga berol fay fu nga o dictato bonding kanjam o dictato bondirin kolan kan nga momen nati laftanu do ate kenye alquranoti waran kitaboti nsi men karan nsi men jitandino ndingol ni mamaringol la bari palaso la dia wonata tinna bi ntelmantar malubun mune ya tinna on the 26th of January 2019 yentel sorong mile 2 kono for 28 days nsorontanum pour Gambia le wala tan fintita Gambia e adun tanaman soto adun manna ke o moti me hadumo tamande nyim banko kan waren kay banko tinya bari mbe nga jele Gambian ko la constitution mi alon ko la million jama dun taje bayri president ngoni abe mento anin Gambian ko be mento ete kelenti o kodolu be tinyata kensen a'udhu billahi mbe ole fanan kono mbe nga jele koten natana dunyi election o kono menketa election o kono kan Gambian kolu ke fatandi nyobala ka Gambian kolu kondi nyola ka kanunte yani badi yani sinyo yani kuntundi nyotema just because mole ko alafta ka continue aliya dema wala pour Gambia dingol mu yalon ko wulta nyokan e ka nyok futu e ka nyok kulli e ka nyo badi manyo biti itelle ka nyo bade fanan itelle ka douanyoe bar alhamdulillah hani sain ali nata alla fu kama ana alla hadumo kama ali kuntundi ka siolu damma sobindi nyola ka siolu kamfandi nyokama ko mo killing na lafo kabira sototo doron ako mol ka foko alnga muru nyokan a'udhu billahi ni misalo ni mun kamulun wolo nyinti tanna fulo nyinin kafriya kono tanna fulo nyinin haramo kono niya soto fuka pare ya foko batunga muruwa alakan ni mu masi bo balati ni bankoye ibe londi ngala ko mbeme nyinin kan wara mbeme foka atento amanke to nyati bare kabriya soto dron iko alinga muru nyokan ite fengo nyinin fania kan ya lon ko mbeme nyinin kanten alaman songala mba nyinin kan nyama akola asutorin kola iko kana jama ngole lo asutorin kola iko ka molle samba hijoto asutorin kola iko ka molle makoy iko ka konkoto le makoy mosi ala nyamen no mo buka ala nyamen no woto adama barobe sirin siraw men kan amantar sirin har janna kan abe sirin jahannaba wole kan ite molo kuntundila yena fensoto yamira ka fobe kele kayrolati bi banko molube adama kalindita ako without fear or favor without fear or favor ngamera lumina boda jedro wolum sutolom wara wolum wurarolom a fear duntala nyadile. He is the president of the republic and we are expecting a cabinet mina lonko wolena bi doko kela pour que ñim banko ñi na tamandir ñañi soneyande e nin tata fum fudata wo temboto bi fatu kate ka kete ka government ne dada ko katum fen fendin ta koma wala nyinti ko akunkili nafa aliyama ko menne ka jikando ka fuko be jikando bonal kan ka gaso bomol kan gambe dingolu kan a kanata ko 5 years man jamfa 5 years o botaje sa ko 10 ako 15 kato atelle ya makoy a felenti ko ten sign ako caretaker government nyin kam masibo damone dante gambia akam wole ngani ya gambia ndenga min understand as caretaker government na keda bankol to dawda ami salo kama tebe damen sign ten nin kutata lakan al hala do nyama men nin constitution la nyama be waram banko dunta nyoto banko la kulman tembe mul mal latela fitinol wilita wala alaman tankala mun nyon kera ni nyol sifala kera waram president dol mulka kela kedala banko la kol dunta nyoko na awju billahi isi monati ya foy ko yake mo le caretaker government ka banko tenkundi ka banko mol sonyo ka an jama caretaker government ya moy dawdan din akake all inclusive of stakeholders mine a lonko wolle be fitino kono barani yen caretaker government do o mu gambele jam fara wonti yen caretaker government do wala koto mu nyindi ko nin député élection o botala fitina dole bi willa nyim banko kam katu mol mile doliya makoy pour kake president oti ati place o dino la nyili bela ada ata dile bela abe mune kela doron abina be jam falal ati ministère ya place o dile la même foye ati ambassadeur ya place o dile ay même foye hanna sara dole bi jina ka ba dile wala dunia bankol fonte sonna ay diwol kad be ngaji lo mboto wo mara romen kono wole men nantel kanja so abe wolle nenen kan fiani febo jeta wole kono manta dawda yina constitutional ya tonye iman marani tonya la adun 26th of January 2019 operation 3 jotna la finto silo kan a dalilo mu nyimel doluti mimu mansa sifale sotolambulo kabrin bode yaya jamela ntel be mun page ko dole yelela min be marala bari mawo soto so woto kamala komi nga fo nyamin drom I am mourning. That is why not in summer Somanda I will be at the ground like I did last year, and but this year by the 26 kono binyol lungolom ye gasol fay mo lukang ye mol dolu bute ye mol dolu nyima taninte ya wolungo e yelolu bon dolu la ala nata nantel dolu balo tanka hani bendan keso wara hani kolomo mamma ninko tora en soto je nsi fania fo katum tora man soto je tora me en soto je wolom dronko ye mutale ntarte bulu fo labanda tala mile 2 kono ninon kuti ndenga men soto je odo no lungo sita fenta tinala nte fintila ka diamu fenta tinala nte lola wodulato seru ndara lo jele waranga alhalo dolle dante ale note nyinan fanambita lola jele tombi num sama mbe wila rek mbita jele to bar bidun nga alhalo dante nyamen na video la foloto o dalila kamera sabula mbe nyin time wala usela pour ka fo gambian kole ko the 26th of January 2019 mol manyana sunna webon kono. It is an important day in the history of this country. Ninga fahamu koto mumuneti adu ngolungu manyana danna ka fuko ha adamu barole biye. It doesn't matter which government comes in place. This day should be the day when we will be accounting our leaders. It doesn't matter who is in power. Because wole kele the first time in the history of the Gambia, Gambian kole fintini was funtinya nyama. Oto nyandale, ake kuti keta kuti nyimbanko kan. I continue. Kaulungo jura. Seruntara jele. Dulba fly ma fonye. Bari utumun kamune jube dun Gambian kole ka tere aka forget. Ngamran te bijele kola ke. De boring kola ke jelam. Nata hani radio station olu start to talk about it. That 3 years chotna. Ben kafunyolu mune alon ko yen bemuda. Mbebe kontona mbebe jurala. Mbe free state la. Mba foleko banko din kendolo malti. Din criminal be caring. Me yal bayje. Me symbol lal kanje wolom criminal waramati. Bari nim banko din kendo be caring mello dala banko e. A tel nin tel la mode. Ani mili a longo e beta ta nodla. Ani mili yo fengo nyin dapans. Oto momonde a longo o 3 years jotna lungo. Ite tarta jele ba. Yele dapans wala kije bang. Banko la duabe kato a felendi bi na karo men floro kam mara. Bi gambe mam dambe soto. Tonya mbe Senegal kono nyamen sa mbe da kono nyamen sa mbe kono le kono. Sadaro kerba jawra nata janne. Ama fandi wara man Gambia di mona katun a sontaina ko Gambia is a sovereign state intel tamum fanti intel nyatan na kol kela kumratu intel nyatan na banko la kol fewjala mfongola miro la na londo la man su la mola bari bi ni tata jube Senegalais influence men soto jang ay sembo men soto jang tellement wo soto na banko kan malla na kantar bundal na service bundal la mi lolo la wati jumal la ni meya mirako wandi suwo mol wolle bete tankandela wandi suwo mol wolle bete ite kela mi minti wolle be bero falete wolle bete la kito kela wolle bete defend la o boyani aman jamfa adunga jele menketa foni call have all rights to be freed from any form of intimidation. Foni cannot be in these hostile situations. They cannot continue to be depressed by foreign occupied forces. Foni tambidolo, foni mu Gambia dingoleti. Foni call mu Gambia dingoleti. Senegal sojaro li fintin na banko kang, gen na banko dinin na molla. Na sojaro soto in banko kanne, na police soto in banko kanne, na paral soto in banko kanne. Milia lonkontel sondani la maniata ko wolle sintel tankandino. Bari Gambia na kobe balafa dato ni san tambilalula. Auju billahi. Fonyi nkolu mbelore alfe ni wate kolengola ni sino baliala ko almamansa kunda soto membe lola liye wara mansa kunda soto memba ay tandilal lako aliye banko le soto alla nyantolo banko kan katar hakil tenkunding al nyaman so mol mel so jarol be Gambia ja nyame mol wato da tilkilim fulante buka han so jar yin fo mo je fo nyin kol fana yole right kilin soto pour kana so jar yin fo mo je ibe kuntuna for no other reasons but another country's interest, not our Gambia, you know, as a nation's interest. Soto je. Oton se mengi tandi, mbe phone call fele, and the threat to our security is a shame, and it is a disgrace. Banku buka sonyina, banku dinkende buka sonyina, Gambian call manyana sonnanyina. Total intimidation so-called bilateral. We don't need such a bilateral things. You can call Macky Sall a smart president. Because Macky Sall, you are alone where Senegal's interest lies. So if Macky Sall is playing ball around our president, he is a better president. He is a good president. Because he knows ka Gambia kunu or ka Gambia la nyatun kolta ke afona miroti. That is a dividend for him. So what to me in that aspect, mantra jekan ko Macky Sall mu mansa kurunedi ala bankola interest abole fight kang. So ntele la mansa kunda wan ntele la president o nyanta nyaya na ko yelela kaitandiko Senegal is a sovereign state on their own like we are. We can stay as a neighbor peacefully. The bilateral relational killer should be carefully taught deeply. It's supposed not to be self-centered bilateral relations. The bilateral relation with Senegal, that one should be even more carefully looked at than any other country. But looking at the geographical location or the topography of Gambia inside Senegal, we need to be very careful. What kind of relationship we're going to have with Senegal? What kind of bilateral relationship we're going to have or defense agreement? Because if not, we are going to compromise our country, our security, our people, our sovereignty to Senegal. And this is supposed not to be. It's supposed not to be. Being Adijan, what happened here in the past elections? They spoil our elections. We allow them to spoil our elections. Gambians don't respect themselves. Gambians don't value themselves. Until we stop that, until we think differently like that, there is no peace in this country. I knew Gambia is sitting on a timing bomb, and it's true. Because Kabribe Karte Ninola, Ikoite Fulo ele commanding Koman La Fela, Ikoite Stracule ele commanding Koman La Fila, Ikoite Manding Surua ele commanding Koman La Fila, Ikoite Serero ele commanding Koman La Fila. Sa til bi ñoo jël ñaadi le sa election of na tambida il a stupid inauguration of Kafuko, we should come together. That is a silly speech. That is just nonsense. How can we come together? You deliberately divide us. You want to call us to come together? Like how? You ignite hate speech. You make people to dislike one another. After gaining this so-called victory, this sham in a sham election, you want to call us to unite for what? Did we even have a problem? We never had a problem before. But because of your greed for leadership, it can cost you anything. It doesn't matter how much it costs you. It can cost you to divide us. Just like you did it. So it's just a nonsense inaugural speech that nobody is going to listen to that. Throw that nonsense speech in the bin. You divided us deliberately. It's a shame. And it is a disgrace for anybody listening to you on that day. Here we are today. We're going to question you. This was on the 26th. As long as I'm living, I'm having my life with me, every year, inshallah, on the 26th of January, I have to say something, whether it is your government being in place or not, any other government, I will have my voice heard. Because I was out on that day, so that my voice can be heard. So it is a shame. We calling on the Gambians. Gambianul alala banko jube, alala gambanko ta. Politiciano e fania foye. Pura aya fan atesi palaso sotono. Kabra yo berof, kabra ganye ta unim bite mani boto sambeya. Mburo men kolata sate okona mana atiya. Para kabra anyinina. Ako eko isinyo mimbe dala mo kurungunam. Wole man la fila atra fanialam. Atra jana ba diyala moti. Umanke tonyati. Ntele ka nyo futu. We don't belong to a country today. Do we have a country? No. We don't have a country. Like it or not, we don't have a country. Bimbe dami bi Gambia man banko soto. Man everything compromised to Senegal. Kafu mole ECOWAS. Isi Gambia ni sobri jino desi Gambia dingo daman nya kuno adiate nyameng. And that's what is happening today. We are sitting. No banko bi dunkam fitino kono. Senegal with their problem. Sadio one time balamo kala anene nyimfole. Aku Gambia in Senegal whatsoever we politicality. But if Senegal use Gambia as a base pour que tellement aka balo fara Gambia atela kiloti kunda Gambia ado ya menfo won tonyati because dulale ntelbe mabola dameng. So men keta fonyi, nobody will want to hear that. Nobody will want to see that. They left Gambia kaira bankole la. He left Gambia la bar banko mi along kay kairo soto. Left ngatar sirinjang hakilo tar tenkundi nyoye. I banko soto fitino kiti la banko bala fo la sojarol involved je oni rebelol ni banko do la sojarolu hani bi te man kalmo so de se même fono fo banko la president on ka finti fo be sango kontonna e camera kumanke. So that means Macky Sall is the Gambian's president. Gambia president Macky Sall niti. It is a shame. Dankato yalo mo ntelte sonna wala nyim banko kan. Abe jarele nye kubele la. Anything. But we not accept that. Hani man fendi no mo la bari momo de nyante wasu ye nganye yala. Hani man fendi no mo la. Hadama ding ila sokono ila bungo kono ila kabilo ika wasuno wala la fembe buluji ba fente buluji bara jube today until man dula so don sen wasuno damena because of what barakantam lebe nyato bandio lebe mol nyato criminal lebe mol nyato drogue wafila lebe mol nyato kidi wafila lebe nyato ni left until ngam fansor wadi jumal ni left en banko yiro wa wadi jumal ni ba fala development ni mun kata and security le kata until man rely on any foreign forces to secure our country. We have gallant men in this country. Mula lonko kabrita peacekeeping sola ngajele min kije ilo nyamenta banku dolie ngajele Cairo men jindi wolu ya hani bi dol bige udun te latan na sojaro lela te latan na police lela latan na paral lela pour Gambia defense bar ni bol fana na do ko jela wati ni ko mol fundira do ila in para furin dolu wol kanay ka gasol fay ibe kontan la wala al fasa fone mandia bar hani wo ntel lata Gambian kollela ntel man la modola adu mota fono lantele ko albal fan tankan la tenne Gambian komi yen na kawo moy Gambian komi yen balong Gambian komi yen falong Gambian komi yen na satelong mbelaf la ngan tulo di wala ngan la mola rather any other occupied forces so fonin ko li right sotole pour hakilo itar tankunding ye la ye sino ye koronto fano ye ke fekata nyola bunda konkon momondi be sino da Gambia dawdandi momondi hakilo tengu da Gambia dawdandi fonye o right soto la ni sanjilu lu tambila ura manya na tambila wala imaji do mandi unata albe fitino chokorla ali fintina banko kan Mulman sooner ilanna banko kan. We need our securities to take up the matters of our internal security. Gambian ka jumale be kamfari nyokama atelle o kijang ni ekomek nyantanala bila nyantanala because atelle ko siole ko ni sikari man beta ni sikari ko teng o da atelle fon ya tinna atelle sa le fon na tan ko mo be sula nanu ECOWAS so whatsoever ECOWAS la troops so la ni banko kan atelle o ki sai ya jemi kabiro tata la banda mo ma nyapi moka mo mo bude mo mo jani mo mo buntidila atelle nata aliol sindi jang pour dronko albe lafle ka continue jang for the next 15 or 20 years. This is a shame. Gambian Kolu, se meji tande, wala nyinti bilam operation 3 years jotna lungoti mea lonko. I'm on the 26th of January 2019. Tarta mol kono mol muli muta ye samba. But I said I'm in briefed today, and no man can notinu sama somandanu. I would just go there, you know, like last year, I did a live Facebook about 15 minutes at the ground. I would have done that today. So, you know, so today is the 26th of January, and this is an important calendar, day in our calendar. Gambian call nyantale, wati ndindong, ihakilo kabula nyi lungola. Gambian call manyana kanyina nyi lungola. Watu bela Gambia nyanta jelale ko maral bikala nyimbanko kan ayke nin tonyala ayke moti milya lonko itonya yatale ayke multi milya lonko. We will look up to them, but sometimes aujubillahi ngajele membe keri nyimbanko kan sainteng ba fo thinking teol do ya nyaayere barabu keje do bije because hakilo ka atinna nyaka fenje do bije wo hakilo buka amma koy pro anya fenje anya sitare feterin fengo kan bare hakilo la yirwa balia katina ate buka jeno ngamira hanali akorosi mila lonko sondomolu kuranta alama ala ni be son jara kendala ning wol sondomo kuranta lem inyaka femmenje ani sondomo kam memfoye ni nyaaye ko kundin kentel kamda ka fuko yamre ni mala kam neke hani hadama dion ni atra ko sondomo wato do nga amra ko nyindo londo ba bulle kodo ba bulle motolle ba bulu fenkol but no asikeno sondomo nyimbe kurandine so na sondomo be kurandi tebe bankola kumo fulate boka understand adum bewo tembole to bi so operation 3 jotna en mulyalon ko ye mutanu an mulyalon ko ye barama mulyalon ko fana la pasolu jo mulyalon ko nata nyindula ke be congratulate ko alayal kango janyandile kata teleya fo ka foko fonye ji o 3 years e koy symbole yusal kan ka gasol fayal kan e kal janjandi ka dol barama ka molu nyimatanintea bari mili use pour ko wo ko be constitutional defend kan ni ka constitutional defend nga jele ku jamale be kere na raje fana adum bina nyim fana yitandi la janko Talib Ahmed Bensouda case would not be an easy case. Let us get ready for this. Madagascar for Madagascar scenario in this country. Because wafanang meyo bijera bido kuwala anyama fanang president mampare ka Cairo diala watinding abe problemo dilala lumenna apareta kama ate president ole keda former president baro meyo keda president otele mbenyim fala ko Talib Ahmed Bensouda case on Monday. Let us all be there. Mbetar la jele because Gambia ding kendolom Talib Ahmed Bensouda e bandiol muta janne pour yol investigate imawolike the minister of lands wonyon criminal tay banko kan anala master. They are all criminals. They are all wanted. Anala Muso, 35 million. Nobody set up a commission for that, on that. So, mune commission bina rola ya mobile dan kuna minna kote. Ahmed Ba, at the tourism, menketa je mbenga alonne. Oje Jallo, the fertilizer, menketa je mbenga alonne. But President Fone Afoko, ya alonne, mol mulin na jamban dolta kata ke wapi Senegal. But wale yatina oje nyol beta ta ka support. We know. So ni commission ma lono wol bela mune commission be lono la jang me manke nafiki ya commission oti. It will never be accepted. We will go and defend in solidarity with Talib Ahmed Bensouda and the council. Ngajele oido ko menke nyin KMC kono yirwa men nata nyin KMC kono ay men bondi molu kan ite Gambia dingo ite KMC dingo ila kenefele ka jeko nyin commissioner ngana la ko pay yeta jana fanial lam amanke toñate alota nafiki ala kan minister may fanya as a commissioner set up is the most wanted person in this country. And the land sol be wafi abadi ngoluma. Joswana gadinol musol ka balu dameng. Mune kita wotu jang. Ame ubeta ya wafi abadi ngoluma jang. Because wolman bala faso no moe. All what they need is what is going in their pocket. They don't care. Kodo kanjini nyameng. So I kodo ta I banko be tinya. So commissioner malla wala lo wala we land commissioner nyanda lo munet na mallo hansay. Land commission nyanda kalo munet na mallo. The land commissioner me nyanda kalo munet na mallo. He would be found wanting, and probably his master will be found wanting. So to Gambian kolu al kana chahana la bankola say sayol balla banko tingala iballa banko malala al be siring ni mole saferol ke mol diamuta mole amara ko ha karit beten ye momon dinje kajili fasa jahanna bole ba da kono abe fenne domo kam ya ko haramo lam amari be finkirine. These people are criminals, they are bandits. We should look after them. Let us not allow this country to go into another thing again. Alinkana sowola na bankoka. These 3 years jotna or whatever mo jurmi tajeba mo ma jurmi jebang. I have a day to commemorate. That is the 26th of January. I was arrested. After 3 days, they took me to mile 2, and that can never be erased out of my life. It is there for eternity, and I'm gonna all the time, every time. Even my kids, I will tell them to be commemorating this day. So whether somebody did it with me together or not, I have this day in my memory. Ko woluno me Gambia sunya, woluno Gambia tinyata, but Gambia dingu me je. Wole amura ko Gambia dingol mili findita wol kata fitinole la wala lafta banko le malala bari nga jeli jumanye le banko malakan jumanye le na banko di kan drug di lalla jumanye be na banko di kan kidi wa filal la jang jumanye le na banko di kan minister la mila loko yena research sol be wa fi na tourism sector every sector ya betinya bari molu meje al kalkata carte fay monela e kale ko nyin si kari man la falla nyin si kar le bal bayla carte fay declaration kola even buro me alon ko buro momo the easiest thing pour ka dada buro momo buro ti wala follow halako nata adu mo mal ma ko no woto bay mam buro ke moto ko ne tara fayla le dunia kono pour ali adomo al bi jakalta fa ka fa intel ngana carte o fay sa mburo fambe ten bagasol dal be ser kan manol ni tulol ni everything bebe da be ser kan you vote for that. Taste and eat and feel the pain. This is the country that we don't wish for you and us, rather our future. But it is sad and it's a shame. It's a shame. It is a shame for Gambians to accept okusifal na banko kan. Gambian kolu ka fali ko alinga kata na banko kana continue katara criminalolu bulani bandiolu. Wallahi, we are on a timing bomb. If I say we are on a timing bomb, itele yake. Itele loto le platform olto ye siolu jutundi nyola. Ye siolu nendi ndir nyola. ibe la banko kan ika mol dol jemi alon kan manke banko dingoti ika kenyal ke même ya lon ka manyinya na meta ita tala uto ni ta tala bina nyame nyama jumale ya lon ina tinna ni mammo ki banko nyato men sondo me wona kilo ya pate fa ñine be kelela uto Gambia fo ñin kolu al nga la ñoka Gambia nga jeko fo ñi ñanta bola wo konole o depression o saya ka ñantale is too much fo ñi mu Gambia le Gambia mu fo ñi leti so na be ke kan Gambia lo dulay tem be sere kunda you should feel it now it is enough and it is enough a ka ñantale ñi mañana ka ke ñi mañana ka continuer ñembe ke kan fo ñi na ka be continuer la bina tar la janne tel mu be sere kunda abita fu koyna so jannabe futala wo peto alinga wuli ka diamu ka safe ka foye estimfanyaluta membe fatandila sama fitinola membe kairo natlan damangul tema memba tinna la banku dingo be fan jele la banko kanko nda banku dingo le be kanta kan banku dingo le be fan jeke la banko kanko na banko lo janti banku dingo be fan jele ko ngasi nyol soto no le sinano nyi banko kanne nisi kairo la fo lord la le sita tonya ye mara kairo ye soto kairo te soto la te tonya be nakari kan fanya be junjun kan ko sama be keno la nyedu ani haramo kairo te soto no la ni moli amerika kairo mu kido damaneti itara dawdandi mobe kijo be santo mobe be silanding because domoro found man soto is insecurity food mu security bality ni domoro man soto amu insecurity leti aka mobula ko bere kila Gambia Africa West Africa supermarket ti parale ya petinya ikali nenen atel Gambian kol moto fanam fahamu ikatal jutundi al signolula al nimili be sirin sanji jeli al nimil nen man jutu nyola but because it is sulata nun carte ke se clean la long ye kuma clean foye ini lo sino me ya long ko ina tele ka kol ke nyola ina tele ka nyo sutura ye jutu ndiola for sign al be sirin al be sobiri nyoye al man kairo ngani nyoye ma sibole tambita wala Gambia tele ngole soto adu Gambia belola Gambia ele deltenete borla Gambia koma we have no place to go wallahi I will never run no matter what happened in this country I am not going anywhere I'm going to stay in this country na dia nyanga tama that is going to be my wish but it's not going to be like fitina le wilita jang ndengan ku kedla le nyini ntata ibitamin I have no place because I love Gambia. Ntetar no la jana nga Gambia jube. Ntetar no la dula doto. Konte borta Gambia le kono. Ko fitino le wilte jang wala kule wilte jang. Bayar wolu Gambian ko betita sayibe Gambia dingol mel tula jam eteta si jana ibo wol yofi kan ibe lo jube kan no we gonna die for this country we will never run away from this country they will never swear me in a foreign land no love for country you take the pain die for country. That's it. So it's même for drone. Coming out for the update wouldn't that long? I'm back contre la janne. Ko almale nbe nyosi jari tenyon tumola. Na bembe ma bendila jari tenyon tumola. Ayatara nkamimbe kumbobi alayem mbonda kono. Fonyin kolu jari tenyon tumo ya tara or that military checkpoint sol mulbe buyam yol kata kaje ko woldol be wutuge fo nyin kol yaje ko ibela bankole kan, and they are free like any other citizen as long as ila movements and luale tata like any other citizen betaka nyameng and luale tata. They shouldn't be seen in their country, or they shouldn't see their country in this way. Mumanyane jelawonya adi manyana sutilawnya ko imu fitina mol ki manke fitina moti mole bote kuna mole mbatandi janga tata. So woto foni deserve a life, foni call deserve a better living, foni call in fact isurata menne eti bulu wono mobe be min nyin kumbo kambing itara lopano do buka boro kendo soto je foni call sulata wala banko bebe mun kumbo kan domoro be sele kan santo foni call ni Gambia be sulata pour yole da jinde ko insecurity bi molle bit molla dulal katikan ibe dun kanje al taw bandiol noma al foni call frindi al checkpoint ol bondi la silol kan. Let them be free in their country. They have all right to move about peacefully in their country like any other citizens. Mumam fusieti imam fusiamoti mumanya na Gambia enjoy la katambiti benya da kanya na Gambia la enjoy yoto mbe danta men publicly foni mbe kunkilin katol siata nyoti but fevindi a lonko Gambia be denta a fengolale nyantele ni be yo enjoy adum femman tambiola. The security is part of that. So but security manya na nara tarla dulato so manda oswanda inya ka modo je minke secure amanke la banko dingoti ikaje ko ni be sirin ko kanne badinte kuno la je katu kidol ni fengol le be blokon ana man die ibe kontonna ibe jelile, but you don't want to even laugh, you don't even want to greet them. So Ali Bondi Mola Banko Kang, we don't need them anymore. This country can continue to be living in peace without any foreign intervention. Because Gambia I'll be called for Gambia diamol and nafudro temor and kamane for drone duale jabida. Of course. Kabiri bender bon libe mol nyapila mol ka warna stin kona ye economic le nati giba. Nko mol la paramilitary le nati ge Gambians. So fo nyanda ka use woda manela. Ka Gambian call suppress. Let them take charge of the country. Give them that space. Nobody. Mol man kontan. Ni foreign forces on the sign. It's beyond economic thing. The Senegalese should leave our territory. They should go. We can live as a good neighbor, but they cannot continue to live here. This is too much. And in the president on Laran Koto, alone. That is insecurity. It's not even good for the country. Not today. But tomorrow. But if you have a cheap leadership, that's what they will do. So Allah barakabake, Alaman Jamala, 26th of January. Today is 2022, 26th of January. Nyanta kelanung sting konale, but kami ko mondi la mo in na video la followed la. That is the reason why tomorrow I couldn't do it. I have a funeral, and then I couldn't go and do anything like that on that very day. So that happens today, and then tomorrow I cannot do anything like that. No time betar la jele, but bitum mbafula le ko ala baraka. Especially kabrimbe mile 2 kono mole lo nyake nkoma jang yena dimbayal topoto nkoma yentel fan topoto kabrimbe konoto je moli domorolu natinye ana nimbita kan court molu milki la pasolu jo pour ka finti in solidarity milkan na movement natalo ni video finti ndiki janjandi journalistolu abe so ke tentu ke jay ko they were part of it wolle na kuma kawlu fintindi mi alhalo nyama wolle ka safe dunia yaje nyajente la ko discourse British Parliament. We have one of a British citizen there, but the Basa came in, she said, Fele, where Tina, our names were pronounced. Nyaje mole banal dada, country like UK, can tell the common house, I don't know, can tell the natal display, they all contributed. So pour binyo lungo, ka wol be tentu ka wol be jayi, ke nimbara kule di mealon ka wajibi atale e mol manya na nyina lo lungola bayri Gambia mal lung soto e ka men commemorate bayri Gambia wati ndi ka nyina lungol le mil kumate le life kono ware la banko la kalendato. So operation 3 is jotna on the 26th of January 2019 akita calendar reality men kumata bake nte kungoye ani momon di mialon ko ibulata kono foye torale bang foye ye mutale bang foye la depansole kije bang foka wol be tentu ke jay ke nimbara ke hakilo bulandiko kulo mialon ko anene dokote jolon na nyimbanko kan you can demonstrate anywhere. Wala na kabri ye molu muday mol samba anti-crime. Mbige, I told my guys, I said what, let us do it in this way. Koiko, a kind of defeated us at Steen Corner. But we can still continue our protest here by refusing a bail. But coming alialo nyamendrong, Gambian old man Dali, this revolutionary way of doing things, taking tough measures, tough stance, even if the going is going tough. It's more blame lala because it's something strange that we are not used to it. But mentally, physically, for me, I was prepared on the day to take anything on that day. Mbige tilikilim fula sabarek. Now people start to stand down, you know, based on a lot of reasons. And that is them. And I said, no, I am going to stay until I cease to read that the whole team is being released. If only the whole team is not released, I am not going out from here. Na dipite nata, na family nata, na chairman nata, na senior nata. Finally, they brought my wife, and I'm thanking her. Kaitanina, you have to go home now. I said, you know what? You are a good wife to me. But if you cannot stand this, I can still excuse you from my marriage. I said, I'm doing this for country, and I'm not going to back down for anything. I'm going to take the fight right to the end. Adung ala demaroto. Then she wept, and she said, okay, alamala kanta. And there then she stood by me. My students, they all stood by me. Especially my mom. It was difficult, but she was there As we know, moms are always charity things. And some people make attempts to bring her down. But she said, no, I know my son. And it is true. If your mom said, I know my son, that is not here. Only moms can remember those days or that particular day. So if my mom stands and say, I know my son, nobody can bring me down. And exactly my mom said it. That's how it happens. Nothing happens to me. Nobody beat me. Nobody has even pinched me. There, I was like something different. And they respect me and I respect them during my course of detention. When I mean respect, nobody was harassing me physically. Nobody, because I don't give that space. I don't even look like that person who would just give that to somebody to do that. I am not weak to that. When I mean weak, I'm not talking about the physical fight, no. But mentally, I don't give down. I fight the cause to the end. And my comrades, so today is the day. We have to commemorate that day of 26th of January, a reflection of 2019 when we were arrested at Steen Corner, end up being at Mile 2 Central Prison. Just like I mentioned earlier on, Gambians easily forget important days on their calendar. And I'm reminding myself to that. And anyway, this is Gambia. We have to move on. But this is a day that we each have to take this day to account our leadership. It doesn't matter who is in the position. Let this day be the day whenever we want to account our leadership, we come out in masses. This day should stay here for eternity. Nyanta continue la janne. Na nyaton kolu ke kontibo la ke barolu la kuma kaunto saferolu la. Nyinu lungoto mialon ka kumara bake. And coming up for Nyamindorong, I will not just let it go. Because last year was the first commemoration. I walked down to Steen Corner. I had a short video live of 15 minutes, something like that. And then everybody was like, because I was not organizing a riot or whatever. I was thinking, every Gambian should begin to think like that. Ni kumalu, ni sita, hanimo me peki is halong. You know what does that call for? That it means spiritually you are linked to that day for a good cause. Na lungo sita drong, amakolele bad day, na sita. May I understand what bad day mean to him or her? Na lungo sita rek, ojana lungo bi silaka, feel ko na bad day bina sikane. If you are not thinking, on the 26th of January was the day Operation Trace Jotna Fintita. Itena taroje fong na hale because you don't even feel it in you. Yakiro finta manna bulan wala. So the Gambiano be nyandele kanyinke at the back of their mind, in the back of their mind, nyumuluneti at a final at a multi nyinanola. April 10th, 11 you'll be kere jandole will be mulun kumaleti. But now lungol sita as if nothing happened in this country. Solo sande nyolo mutata janne mulea tinna ila blood wala ya tinna Gambia bisoto mbe menkono, but because ni UDP man finti because yaki UDP quality bare nyineta ko wala atinna dol mule dial dal ka sunkan nungi buka diamu bi dal ka sera kun solo sando now life wala yu dila but they will not join those forces mum UDP kata ko lunga nyi jura Gambian ko lumbo bulala South Africa not everybody is in line with Nelson Mandela politically but ninata South Africa la everybody comes together and see that he did something for this country. Umu respect lati ninyanda kadi adu wole kake. So ra kumada bakele for Gambian we should start to begin thinking like that. Na mirol kake wonya nkanyo celebrate nkanyo la ku warandi min jarta ka wara nkanyo la ku bunyandi min jarta ka bunya. So kumada bakele alingambang mbenna scorpions mbe tentula mbe jela ilani goal killing uli kamensko naltata jube it speaks for the country no goal killing scorer o goal killing munke winindi Gambia beka finti under the red white blue white green Gambia beka kuma kan killing for Gambia beka jubilation okay so we mingi tandi Gambia le sotota politician mi nal tala umu faniality wote tonyati ube ya kungole imaji goal killing da mang ay miro min nati nye ay min nati nye na banko kan mbienga jele ay min falinge na banko kan only one goal ay sonyo kan ay kanundi nyola lafundi nyola ay mbienga ndi ku kendola na banko ye only that one goal ni goal killing si Gambia sono nyokan ni teke presidenti ngani ndoki ministati ngani ndoki director ngani ndoki sojar munana telte Gambia kenu la kilinde alla kuma kawon le membe bola al nangol to odo Gambia alinga wili ngana Gambia bondi nte sonnala adu nte sonna Talib Ahmed Bensouda la case mbafula mol be ko on Monday. Let us go and give that solidarity. I think it is time now to face these court people because milbije ngamere media kan me kitolu kuntu ngamere wonyande tambilale yeta mo mantre tretina mo mantre doyala bar nibe da kitola isa lonko people are much interested to what is happening niba kundula ay la tonya kan so do kala kuni mi ka kumayata mba fulale ko assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh for next year tenyon tumo on the same subject Operation 3S Jotna 29 on the 26th January an important day for Gambia 26th January 2019 the reflection of 2019 today here I commemorate and I celebrate myself for standing to say no to self-perpetuation in this country. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.